Salut! Let me share my childhood with you and possibly extract a lesson from it. We always traveled to spend holiday at our grandmother's place, our grandparents, because my grandparents, were such a fantastic duo. Then I had an auntie who changed my life in a way that I really don't appreciate. At my grandparents, we prayed in the morning when we wake up, we prayed in the evening before bed. So we had morning devotion and evening devotions. There were nights of St. Molumba in the Catholic Church, so you know what that means. And we began prayer with choruses. And as a child, I always sat at the feet of my auntie. It was just the sitting arrangement in the house at the time. And each time I was singing choruses, very gleefully and very happily, she would tap me on my shoulder and say, "Don't sing like that." As a child, I didn't understand what it means. I didn't know how else to sing. She never taught me how to sing. She never told me a better way to sing, but she always tapped me, "Don't sing like that." And the truth of the matter is because I didn't know any other way to sing, as she consistently tapped me and said, "Don't sing like that," I knew that the next time I sat at devotion to sing, because it was the only way I knew how to sing, she would say, "Don't sing like that." To be honest, I don't know how it is I was singing, but I just know I was singing and I was shaking my voice because I always watch television and watch others sing and she felt I was a nuisance at the time, possibly. That changed my life significantly. Now, how did it change my life? Would you believe that I became afraid of singing naturally because I felt I wasn't good enough to listen, to be heard? My voice, possibly another person would say to me, "Do not sing like that." Eventually, I became a broadcast journalist. And one of the compliments I received is, "You have a very good voice." In my mind, I'm like, a good voice, possibly just to talk. But now that I am here, I think that if I had a chance to sing, I would have been a good singer as well. But guess what spoilt it? Guess what killed any chance or any dream I ever had? An auntie in my grandmother's house or my grandparents' house nudging me and saying, "Don't sing like that." Why did I have to tell this story? A lot of our children are getting the nudge. Don't do this. Don't do that. We want children to become a reflection of what we think. Children have their emotions, they have their aspirations, they have their dreams. You, as the guardian, you, as the parent, only have to observe, give them the necessary support from the side or from behind. Let children express themselves. It is in that form that you can either correct, it is in that form that you can either teach them how to navigate and finally make the most of their lives. There are so many children in the world today who would become very meaningful individuals, but the only problem is that in their childhood, they are getting the nudge. Don't do that. They are getting caged up. They are not getting the required support. Possibly if my auntie had taught me how to sing, who knows? As funny as this may seem to me now, I'm planning on taking a singing class. I hope it's not too late in my life. But having said that, your children don't need to go through that. Begin to pay attention to the kind of nudges your children are getting so that they don't get trapped. A skill, a talent, or something that can just make them phenomenal get trapped. I hope I communicated quite effectively. Au revoir.